everyone, I'm Ian McCarthy of Lifting for Life, and today I'm bringing you the 18th installment of the Lifting for Life Q&A series. Today I'd like to discuss my views on recomping, as I've been asked about this a few times since bringing it up in passing in a previous video in this series. And I think it's really good that this topic is coming up, as my judgment at this point is that the predominant view in the evidence-based community regarding recomping perhaps isn't the most reasonable view to which one can hold. So, very briefly, what is recomping? I take this to mean roughly gaining muscle, losing fat, staying around the same body weight, meaning you're additionally eating around maintenance calories. And the view I perceive to be the predominant view in the evidence-based community is, yes, this can happen, but it mainly happens in folks who are new to training, and or on drugs, and or coming back from a layoff. For the rest of us, you can recomp, but it's probably really difficult and really slow, and there's a real risk of you spinning your wheels if you try to do this. So you probably don't want to even try. Instead, you want to go with the traditional lean bulk and then cut type approach. Interestingly, this is the view to which I held in the past. However, I think there are a few issues with it. First of all, I think it is at least indirectly supported by some false mechanistic assumptions. For example, frequently you will see folks say, you can't gain muscle and lose fat at the same time because in order to lose fat, you need to be in an energy deficit, but in order to gain muscle, you need to be in an energy surplus. The problem is, you don't need to be in an energy surplus to gain muscle, because gaining muscle is a function of maintaining positive muscle-protein balance over time, and that doesn't entail an energy surplus. We can certainly ask questions and make claims about likelihood or the degree to which muscle gain will occur with a surplus versus at maintenance and a deficit, but if someone is claiming impossibility, that is simply false. And again, I think at the very least, that indirectly leads to certain beliefs about recomping. And I think that's a really valid concern. I think a lot of these false claims are problematic generally outside of the context of talking about recomping, and indeed I should probably make videos about that in the future. But I don't perceive that as the most forceful issue here or objection to this common view about recomping. I think the bigger problem is that it doesn't properly account for all of the folks who aren't new to training, who aren't on drugs, who aren't coming back to training, but who, frankly, simply do so much wrong that by improving the things that they do, they can gain muscle and lose fat and gain strength without deliberately bulking or cutting or knowing their maintenance calories, etc. For example, imagine someone who trains consistently 3 to 4 days a week, but they don't have a set program. They tend to improvise a lot. Many of their workouts are really mediocre. They don't really make progress in the gym. They don't sleep much. They have a sense of how much protein they need to eat, but a lot of the times they don't hit that number. Perhaps a significant quantity of the protein they eat is of a low quality. They're only eating 2-3 meals a day because that's what's convenient for them, etc. My judgment is that tons of people are in this category. And again, this isn't someone who isn't lifting at all. This isn't the noob. This isn't someone who has been sick for 2 months and hasn't trained. This is someone who is training consistently. They're putting some effort into their diet consistently. But there is so much room for improvement that by getting from, perhaps they're making 60% of the progress they could, by getting them from 60 to 90, without them asking, should I bulk or cut, what is my maintenance calorie intake, etc., they're actually able to make a lot of progress. So realizing I'm going to go over time, I desire to give some actual recommendations to folks in that position. If you're someone who you feel, and this has been almost word for word said to me repeatedly, the person who doesn't have enough muscle to cut, but they have too much fat to bulk, and they really don't know what to do, but they acknowledge that they're doing a number of things in a way that if they were to do them differently, better, they would be better able to make progress. What I would suggest you do is leave aside the question, should I bulk or cut? Trying to figure out your maintenance calories. These certainly can be valuable questions, but instead, take a step back and be honest with yourself and ask, what is it I'm doing wrong? And identify multiple specific mistakes that you're making on a consistent basis and really hammer those aggressively and consistently to the best of your ability, which, by the way, might be way beyond what you think it is, and do that consistently for months. And then after that, and after you've likely made really good progress, then you can take a step back again and go, all right, now that I'm here, maybe I want to bulk. Maybe I want to cut, or maybe I'm actually really satisfied with how things are playing out, and you can keep going in the same general direction. So, that's the video. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this was valuable, beneficial to you. If that was the case, like the video, comment below regarding this topic or to ask questions for future videos. And so many folks responded to me asking that they say hi in the comments in response to the last video that I want to start doing questions of the day. So today's question is, what is something that you're doing wrong with regard to your nutrition? I was going to say nutrition, diet, might be redundant, training, lifestyle, that you're doing wrong on a consistent basis, and we'll make it tough for you. If you say it in the comments below, we're taking that as a commitment that you're going to make an effort to change that. So, gotta have some courage for this one. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Love you guys. Hugely appreciate the support I've been getting from all of you in response to this series. I'm going to keep it up for, probably a long time. All right. Peace out.